Let's get the obvious one out of the way first.
Hey, no, I don't feel like delivery tonight. I want something we haven't had in a while. I want the perfect food.
Come to White Castle and try our slider special.
Today we're diving deep into some of the most iconic and occasionally ridiculous fast food product placements ever to grace the big screen. In this video, we're talking about everything from Richie Rich's McDonald's inside of his mansion, all the way to Taco Bell owning the entire future in Demolition Man. We're going to explore Popeye's chicken and find out what little Nicky thinks about it, and so much more. So let's dig in and get ready for a full course meal of product placement served Hollywood style. Have you seen The Founder? This is a wonderful movie. Michael Keaton taking on the role of Ray Kroc, the guy who started McDonald's as a franchise restaurant, sort of steals it from the McDonald's brothers, but I kind of see where he was coming from. They would have never done what he did.
5 years should be the silver anniversary, 10 years the gold. If you go more than 10, then you go platinum and they put you in the Marriage Hall of Fame.
Let's go in a totally different direction. 1995, Bye Bye Love. I remember this movie. I saw this in the theater. Paul Reiser, Janine Garofalo, the story of a bunch of divorced parents who take their kids whenever they have to do the meetup, the crossover, the exchange of children. They always did it at McDonald's. And my goodness, this movie feels like a commercial.
We had to return the graduation dress. Made me look fat.
You couldn't look fat if you wanted to.
How would I want to look fat?
You wouldn't. You couldn't.
This was actually shot in City of Industry at the Photo McDonald's. The company has a McDonald's that they only use for commercials and publicity purposes. It's in a like business center, and it's all the way in the back, and nobody would ever know to go there. And they've got stuff so they can kind of cook anything they want. They've got a full kitchen, but they've also got all the costumes they would need. They have a whole warehouse next to it. They basically can shoot any period of time that McDonald's was open. They kind of have the ability to redo the inside to look like all different time periods. This is how, when you saw in the Loki TV series, when they showed the 80s McDonald's scene, that's where they shot it.
My break's in 5 minutes.
It's a short break, so talk fast.
Houseguest. I went to the locations from this. The plot of this movie is Sinbad is playing a guy who's on the run from some mafia types and the cops. And so he sees Phil Hartman at the airport holding a sign that says Dr. So-and-so. And he's like, hey, that's me. And so Phil Hartman believes it. But the thing is, this doctor is a vegetarian.
Oh! What is that?
Only vegetables for the vegetarian.
I'm a vegetarian.
We know, Derek. Don't you worry.
Sinbad's character is a real junk food addict. So there's a whole scene with this McDonald's.
This is the building right here. They got brisket for breakfast.
Hi there, may I take your order, please?
Yes, you may. Give me a Big Mac, a quarter pound with cheese, a quarter pound with cheese double, a Mac-Lean Deluxe with cheese, a cheeseburger with cheese, and a large Coke.
That comes to 1087, sir.
So here is the bridge where they sit and Phil Hartman eats his McDonald's.
Right? You got some fries in that bag?
Yeah.
This is it. Now this is a private road, so we're not going to go any further, but they would have been sitting right there.
Welcome to the home of the richest kid in the world.
Richie Rich. This is one of the best gags in this Macaulay Culkin film. This was during a time period where there were a lot of movies based on comic strips and cartoon characters and comic books. Richie Rich was following the footsteps of things like the Flintstones movie, which was a colossal hit. This movie was not a huge hit, but I really liked it. And I just love this sequence where you find out that Richie Rich has a McDonald's inside of his mansion.
Not bad.
Doing an analysis of the secret sauce.
Of course, you can't talk about McDonald's without talking about the Mac and Me, the McDonald's film, the only film that I know of that stars Ronald McDonald.
And I'm on the set of my very first motion picture ever. It's a movie called Mac and Me. and it stars my little friend from outer space here.
1999, Adam Sandler did a movie called Big Daddy.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you?
Hotcakes and sausage.
We stop serving breakfast at 10:30.
Ah, horse!
The next year, Adam Sandler did Little Nicky, which is a movie where he plays like the son of Satan. It's got a lot of cameos from really great comedic actors, and it has a huge cameo by Popeye's Chicken.
Put it in your mouth.
All right, 1993, Demolition Man. You got to talk about this. In Demolition Man, they go to Taco Bell, and she gets all excited. Ooh, Taco Bell.
You do not realize that Taco Bell was the only restaurant to survive the franchise wars.
So?
Now all restaurants are Taco Bell.
No way.
In other regions where Taco Bell is not as big of a fast food chain, they switched this to Pizza Hut.
Now all restaurants are Pizza Hut.
You may remember this scene from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990. They're waiting for the pizza guy, and he's late. But he can't find it because they're asking him to deliver the pizza to the sewer. And we can see it's clearly a Domino's pizza box and a Domino's pizza driver. But when it came out on VHS, they actually did a promotion with Pizza Hut.
Free Pizza Hut coupon book worth $20 on some of your Pizza Hut and Pepsi favorites.
Let's talk about Gleaming the Cube, which is a skater film. It has Tony Hawk in it. And in the movie, in addition to doing skating, Tony Hawk drives a Pizza Hut truck. One thing that's funny about fast food restaurants and movies is they tend to make the food look absolutely perfect. You probably have seen videos today about how they do commercials where they'll put toothpicks in the bun to make it stand up, and they'll use a syringe to put the cheese and the ketchup on it just to make everything look exactly perfect. And I found that's always the case in movies, with one notable exception. The Burger King paid tie-in in the movie Iron Man shows Burger King looking the way it looks when you buy it.
Would it be all right if everyone sat down? Why don't you just sit down? That way you can see me and a little less formal than...
Back to the Future. This film has a great tie-in to Burger King. So this is how Back to the Future starts. 1985, we see all these clocks in Doc's house. I always thought this was weird. Doc has a framed article about his mansion being burned to the ground. It's kind of questionable how that happened. We also see here a Whopper wrapper and a Big Mac cup. I'm assuming that either Doc had some kind of experiment that went wrong, or he burned down the mansion for insurance money. Now here's the thing. When we see him exit Doc's house, we'll see that it's actually the garage of the house that Doc has in 1955. So he's still on this land. And so where that house once stood, which in real life is the Gamble House, a real famous Pasadena house, but here's the Burger King. It's also Toys R Us. In 2004, Tom Hanks did a movie called The Terminal. This was based on a real person who was trapped at an airport because his country had gone to war, and so his citizenship was revoked or something, and so he couldn't go out of the airport because he couldn't set foot on American soil, I guess, and so he had to live inside the airport because he couldn't get on a plane. And so what he started doing was collecting carts, and for each cart he collected, he'd get some change from the machine. You return your cart, you get a quarter or whatever, and then he took that and used that to buy himself some Burger King. One of my favorites was in 2001, Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles.
Welcome to Wendy's. Can I take your order, please?
Let me handle this. Good evening, Wendy.
This is a little more subtle. This is from Terminator 2. We can see a Subway wrapper over here, and as they pan over, we get our shot of the Subway cup. They also did promotions for the movie tied in with Subway, and they had a special cup. Subway also played a role in Muppets Most Wanted. This is the one where there's Kermit and Constantine, the evil Kermit, who has a birthmark.
Check this out.
Oh, look, it's Kermit.
This is a scene from Muppets Most Wanted. We see the Subway cup, and then we've got Fozzie eating a Subway sandwich.
What's Kermit doing on the cover of this newspaper?
So they actually did Subway commercials to promote Muppets Most Wanted. Oh my God, stop. In The Big Lebowski, 1998, there is a reference to In-N-Out burgers.
He lives in North Hollywood on Redford near the In-N-Out burger.
Oh, the In-N-Out burger's on Camrose.
Near the In-N-Out burger.
Those are good burgers, Walter.
They also show the dude, Walter and Donnie, with the In-N-Out burger. Clerks 2 is all about Dante and Randall working at a fast food restaurant. They made up their own fast food restaurant. It was called Moobies. Very funny. The branding really does work. I feel like it looks like it could be a real restaurant. But the beginning of the film actually shows them driving past a bunch of real fast food restaurants. And I went ahead and went to all those locations.
Hi, could I get a small black coffee, please?
Sure.
And yeah, here it is. I'm gonna go inside. We'll see what it looks like inside. Never seen this before. It is a golf-themed McDonald's. Look at this. They've got Payne Stewart, the late Payne Stewart. Got this signed memorial tournament. Arnold Palmer at his last British Open. And another one of Arnold Palmer with Tiger Woods over here. That is pretty great. We're actually just gonna walk over to where the Pizza Hut was because it's right next door. This was it, Pizza Hut. That was the red roof. I don't think they changed the building because the building's in the exact same spot precisely. So I think this is as good of a cover job as you can do. I hope you decide to become a member of my Patreon club. If you do, you'll get your own membership card, and then every single month you'll get the newsletter in the mail. Also in your envelope every month you'll get what I call the mini museum. It's an assortment of retro items that are going to bring back all kinds of memories to you. It's a club you want to join. We've got some new members: Jarrett Rusky, Awkward But Awesome, Aaron Wester, Al, Archer, Bucky and Oliver. Huge thanks to Carson Loveridge, Dana Snyder, Jason Evans, Jamie and Tom, Jen, Matthew Chapin, Mike and Jess, who are my second and third members on Patreon, and also a huge shout out to my big brother Rob. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate you all. Thanks for watching, and please go ahead and subscribe.